So yeah, we've got a bit of a different model for our protagonist now. He looks much older than he did in the first half. A lot less like 9S. A little bit more battle worn, a little more stoic. Somehow more anime. Yeah, we ended the last session fighting off some shades that had come into town, which is an unfortunate occurrence that the town appears to be experiencing pretty regularly. We still got Kaine turned to stone covering the door there. Awesome image. Very Han Solo. Reminiscent of the Han Solo stuck in there. Is that carbonite or something like that? I'm not up to date on my Star Wars lingo.
Look at you. I think you've grown even taller.
Now that's funny to acknowledge his appearance, as if you haven't been privy to his physical changes over the last few years.
Yeah? It's hard for me to tell anymore.
Oh, his voice has changed.
But you haven't
too.
changed a bit, Popola. What's your secret?
I see your flattery skills are improving as well.
No, it's
Little
true.
flirt.
You look the same as the day I first met you.
Oh, and isn't that interesting?
Okay, now you're just embarrassing me. Anyway, here. This is from Emil.
Hey, Sleepy. Hey, it's me, Emil. Sorry I've been quiet for so long. Are you and Vice getting along alright? Is he still using big words and making everyone feel dumb? I bet he is. Anyway, I recently stumbled upon some records that might help us in curing Kaine's petrification. Would you mind coming here to take a look? Thanks. I'll be waiting.
Well, well. Perhaps the time has come to save Kaine.
I take it this means you'll be leaving the village.
Sorry. I know the shades have been rough lately.
It's okay. Go. Just be careful.
We'll do it. Now let's just take a bit of stock. Because we've got a bunch more weapons. We've got the Kusanagi, the two-handed weapon, which was quite effective in that last battle. And the Transient's spear, which... So I'd say this sword is light still, light in weight, which is interesting. I've got to edit some words as well. I'll keep my Kusanagi equipped, and we're gonna set. What should we do? I think we need the Pahi is still the best attack modifier that we've got, and then we want to add. I quite like Paralyze, having a Paralyze ability. We could maybe even just ignore Pahi and increase Paralyze to level 2, which I think is what we had on... No, we didn't end up using that on the Lily Leaf. Alright, we'll see how that feels. And then quests, I don't think we can complete any of the ones we had anymore. So we've missed a few. I'll have to see in the post game whether you can go back and do those. Actually, I'm gonna, just before we get into the game properly, I'm just gonna go and get some water. I've just realised I'm a little thirsty, and I'm gonna take off my jumper because it's gonna get a bit warm in here too. And then we'll move on. Alright. We are off to see Emil. We've got to see a guy about Emil. I wonder if there are any. Looks like there are some quests I can pick up while I'm here.
Hey, you haven't seen any thieves around, have you? Bunch of sticky-fingered bastards keep taking my merchandise.
No, first I've heard of it.
They don't take a lot, but when they strike, it's always food. And in some ways, that's our most precious commodity.
In most ways.
Maybe I can help.
Well, I'd certainly appreciate it.
Do you have a plan? Or are we going to walk up to every person we see and shake them until stolen vegetables fall from their pockets?
Let's try asking around the village. Thieves in the village. Can't...
Just the person I wanted to see. Do you have a moment?
What's up?
Our water wheel is on its last legs. I'd like to shore it up, but the job is a little beyond my skill set.
This is a wise thought on your part. That wheel is a machine of not insignificant age. Better to repair it now than wait until it fails completely.
I suppose we'd all be in trouble if it broke. So what do we need?
Replacing the axle and the paddleboards should suffice for now. I believe the strange thing store in Facade should have everything we need.
Interesting. So the first...
All right.
This is the first time we've needed to...
Thank you. And while you're gone, I'll track down someone to do the actual repair work.
One could call it a sign of the times. Rare is the man who steals out of choice, as opposed to need.
Wise words, Vice. I might just pick up all the quests while I'm here. If we end up at Facade, I will pop by
We've
that
been dealing
strange
with a
thing
wave
shop.
of robberies lately. Better keep a close eye on your purse.
Okay, so this guy just has info on the robbers.
I hear it's two thieves working as a team.
Okay,
Oh, it's you, eh? Well, we're all counting on you.
thank you. Anyone in the tavern? Down below, she's probably got quests. Yeah.
Which job should I give you first?
We can do the rest of the Fisherman's
Come back
Gambit
whenever you have a free...
quests as well. I will definitely do that off stream again.
A robbery? Come to think of it, I did catch a glimpse of a pint-sized fellow moving suspiciously through the shadows. Maybe he was involved?
Judging by what we found, we're dealing with two thieves. Most likely a couple of kids.
Remember the pair of brothers that loiter near the water wheel?
I do
I
not
fear they
remember
may
them.
be hiding something from us.
Let's go have us...
Okay, let's have a chat with the brothers at the water wheel. Might as well take care of this before we head out. It's not you, is it? Yeah.
Are you two the ones behind the recent robberies?
You must already know if you're asking like that.
Your tone betrays your guilt. Confess. Confess now, lest the rage of Grimoire Vice fall upon you.
He was just talking about how robberies were a sign of the times and that people steal out of need.
Okay, we did it. My brother and me.
My brother,
Why?
my brother and me.
Because Dad told us to.
Your own father demanded that you steal.
This guy sounds like a real piece of work. Where is
This
he
guy
now?
sounds like a real piece of work.
Probably in the tavern. That's where he spends all his time.
I'm just there. So he's a drunkard. There he is.
Hey, you have a pair of sons?
Huh? What's it to you, huh? Why you gotta ask me all these questions?
You're forcing your own kids to commit crimes?
Crimes?
Devil
No,
is singing
no,
in the
it's
corner.
not like that. I just told him to go find some food for the family. Now shut your mouth before I shut it for you. Bunch of no good meddlers.
Our time is wasted on this drunken scoundrel.
What a sad excuse for a father.
How shall we explain this to the client?
We'll tell him the truth. Then we'll figure out what to do with the kids.
So it's you, eh?
Oh, it's you.
Did you find the culprit?
Yeah, but it's complicated.
A pair of children driven to steal by an abusive father?
Well, I certainly didn't
expect this. They shouldn't have stolen from you, but I don't think they're entirely at fault here.
Agreed. I'll talk to the other shopkeepers and make sure they understand.
Thanks. Oh, and I also think we should get them away from their father.
Not sure who could take them. Folks are barely getting by as it is. But let me spread the word and see what we can figure out. Ah, yes, your fee. Well, us shop owners passed the hat and came up with this. I hope it's enough.
Using children as tools of thievery. Unthinkable.
Despicable.
I can't believe this happened in our village. Things are more desperate than I knew.
If we hope to restore the lives of the villagers, we must cull as many shades as we can.
Yeah.
Yes, the shades are at fault here. Ooh, we got a couple more big old heavy weapons. We've got a spear, the sunrays, and we've got this two-handed. I believe this is a two-handed sword that I cannot see the name of behind my head. Let's get the sunrise. It's pretty powerful.
Blacksmiths always do.
Pretty powerful. Let's have a look at this. We'll give it a shot. We'll do the word edits. Same as the words that I put on. Oh, wow. Berceau. Paralyze level 3. Why didn't I use Berceau for this one? I guess I just didn't see it. I'll change it anyway, just in case I must switch things up. Alright, let's see how this feels. Okay, it's very, like, stabby, very thrusty. How does it compare to this? It's the same combos, right? Yeah, it's the same combos for all spears. That's okay. Oh, we got a plus 10% attack bonus word as well. Not bad. I wonder if that enormous shade still appears in this area after the time skip. I feel like he must, right? Now that the... Oh, after this fight, I'll finish that thought. That's a... That sidestep feels faster than I remember. This is a very powerful weapon. I'm two hitting these shades. Okay, I'm just going to, now that the music is kind of going full volume and I've got my microphone set, I'm just going to test the audio once more. Yeah, I think we're sitting quite pretty now. Doing that thrust is very cool, really fun. Just as the enemy is running towards you. Yeah, this is a very fun weapon to play around with. I'm not sure I really used any of the spears in my original playthrough of Gestalt, or Gestalt. yeah, recently have become quite a fan of spears in action weapons. Sorry, spears in action games.
Welcome, sirs. Master Emile is waiting in his chamber.
Yeah, like in the last few years, it was not a weapon type that I was particularly fond of when I was first exploring these kind of third-person action games.
Hey there, guys.
Hey, Emile. It's been a while. And, you haven't aged a day.
Oh, yeah. I'm sort of special that way.
Huh. Fair enough.
Anyway, I hear you found a lead on undoing the petrification curse.
Yes. Take a look at this.
Snow White. Archival storage from 2026. Following a recent incident with number 6, we have decided to establish an archival room. This room will hold records on the methods used to control and or cancel all forms of magic, including petrification and bestial transformation, as well as allow other projects to move forward. Specifically, this should make it easier to complete a long-term storage.
There's a section of this manor called the planning room.
I don't know if I could have gone down further.
You think this room will let you harness the ability to control all forms of magic?
Actually, yeah. Or even if it doesn't, something there might point us in the right direction.
So where is this planning room?
There's an entrance in the courtyard. It's not far.
Good. Let's go find it.
So here, this is where the game starts to show more of its hand.
If this room truly contains the power to control all magic, I can use it to cure my eyes.
If we could heal both Emile and Kaine at once...
Am I going?
It would be quite an achievement.
Wait. Yes, this way.
2 birds with one, stone, as they say.
Very funny, Vice.
Wow, Vice. I didn't think you cared.
Perhaps this tone is getting a bit sappy in his old age.
So yeah, we now revisit all of the locations that we had played through in the opening chapters of the game, or the opening section of the game. It doesn't really split into chapters, although it kind of feels like it sort of is. And actually, let's check. See if there's anything in here. No, I think we got everything in the house in our first visit. Also, I think I have definitely gone the wrong way. It's the circular space in the middle, isn't it? But yeah, now the game is going to kind of recontextualize each of those locations and make you see a different angle. Still kind of play around with genre and experimenting with different types of action.
Somewhere.
Is this it?
This will be our first experience with that recontextualization.
Warning. This facility... I can't read the rest. Something about a seal?
If someone bothered to attach
seal?
a warning to this room, I doubt they will appreciate us forcing our way inside.
Emile, you okay? What's wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing. I'm fine.
Spoilers. He's not fine.
Something is amiss with Emile. Take care not to stray too far from him.
Right.
So yeah, this is like an isometric, kind of grindy map exploration section, where you pick up different key cards and you go through sort of a bit of a maze, while kind of fighting off waves of enemies. It's the only difference between this and something like a Diablo, or maybe not a Diablo, but I think of another game that fits into that genre. But you can move the camera around. Normally in a game that looks like this, you can't do much of that. locking on, actually, I'm going to try and avoid doing that in this section because it kind of makes the camera move in an awkward way. It's locked. We need a car key. Not seeing any shiny spots there. This is also.
Is falling behind.
Oops, where is he? There he is. This is also it's kind of funny the ways in which. Let's see if I can get my thoughts straight about what I'm about to say. This is obviously like I've mentioned it before, like. The idea of like a post-apocalyptic game where, oh, what's this? Underground facility map. That's what we needed. So we're in a world that has been decimated and then rebuilt itself over again, with the remnants of the old world still haunting this broken space. And you get bits of it, like the junk heap is very, you know, it's this like post-industrial factory, and it has like a sort of a sci-fi element to it where you're fighting these cyborg, well not cyborgs, they're these little robotic creatures, these machine life forms, if you will. But even that is kind of the way it's presented, and it's even though it's using like kind of common signifiers like broken cars, and there's like piping and things that are recognizable, it's still kind of divorced from the modern day aesthetic that a place like this location has, especially being beneath like a manor that does look like it's quite literally been frozen in time since, you know, the 21st century origins of this world and this story. And it's cool the way the game kind of drip feeds these moments here, like where, for the most part, you're experiencing like a fantasy world that's very inventive in its imagery, and then every now and then you get these things where it's like, oh no, remember this is taking place on Earth, just in a very far-flung future. This just looks like an XCOM map, kind of. It's a facility, well and truly. To use any of my medicinal herbs yet. Oh. Next key card. So yeah, the compulsion loop of this section reveals itself pretty much immediately, doesn't it? Ooh, a new two-handed sword. We're getting so many new weapons. Let's test it out. Wow. Oof, big. And how does that compare to Kusanagi? It's the same moveset, same speed. Much. 312 damage versus 312 with plus 20% magic power versus 384 for the spear with plus 40% magic power. The moderate weight. I think I like the spear more. Once I can start upgrading the weapons, I'm definitely going to take another look at the options, make sure that I'm using the best one. Oh, and already an upgrade on the plus 10% that we have. Crazy. Weapons, magic, armor, break, plus 4%. That's pretty good. There are a couple of enemies that have pretty unbreakable armor without some magical assistance. I'm going to start using some of these medicinal herbs because they're dropping me a lot anyway. Might as well. Locking on in this section of the game is no idea.
What's this? A scrap of paper.
Obtained a new document. It's the progress report on number 6. There's a cross report here. So I skipped over part of the document because I assumed I needed to hit X to go to the next page, but I just press down. We've completed the initial research into number 6 and are ready to initiate the startup experiment in the coming days, as this will likely mark a great leap forward in Gestalt research. The National Weapons Research Laboratory has made the completion of the number 6 project its top priority. Budgets for all the other projects are to be frozen, effective immediately. You get a little preview in the image
This used to be some manner of magical research facility.
This must have been where I was...
Emil!
I'll be okay. We need to keep going. Sorry for the trouble.
No trouble at all, little buddy. We're in this together. It's a little harder to deal with big groups of enemies with the spear, is the only thing, so maybe I'll see how this two-handed sword feels in a room like this. Yeah, it's pretty good. Can you cancel attacks? Not when you're in the middle of a combo, but as you're coming out of the attack, you can dodge. Alright, how does it do against big fellas? Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's stick with the spear for now. Alright, bit of a maze. I might just, I would be able to solve this, I think, pretty easily. But I think I'm gonna explore as much of it as I can, assuming there'll be some secret weapons or items, resources for upgrades. Yeah. Let's just have a look here. Oh yeah, no, we kind of have to look at it all anyway. These the spear might be pretty ineffective against magic users as well. Oh, there's the key. Speaking of the magic, the bullet hell magic projectiles. I'm extremely excited to play some Ikaruga, which I purchased for my PS4 a couple days ago. It is a massive influence on Yoko Taro in general, especially NieR Automata, but you can see the influence at this point in his career as well. There's an interview that I posted up on Twitter a little while ago, a few weeks, that he did, where he talked about the things that he stole from Ikaruga, and yeah, he mentioned that there's even stuff back in Dragon that was pulled directly from that game. And it's a game I've always been super interested in. I have a feeling it's going to challenge me as a gamer, but up to the challenge. I think it might be a fun little stream game as well. It's a gorgeous looking shmup. If you're not familiar with it, it is a famously quite an inventive shoot 'em up bullet hell style game where I just realised I wasn't using magic this whole time. Oh, item drop rate up 12%. I may need that for some quests coming up. But yeah, famously inventive bullet hell shmup with a mechanic where you change your ship's colour between black and white in order to absorb projectiles of that colour. So it's got some rhythm game elements that Yoko Taro talked at length about, synchronizing music to action. Talked about how that game influenced him in that way. And also the way that some bullets are able to be deflected through physical attacks and some through magic. That was kind of the same sort of binary that Ikaruga plays with the white and black projectiles. What could they have been researching in here? What is this place? What are these tanks? We got the key card. The key card. We've been in this room. Okay, just want to make sure I see it all. Hodil. Martial arts guard resistance plus 15% weapons and magic level 6. Oh. Right, let me see that. Let me see that. Give me that. Weapons. I missed what the word was. It was Hodil. Oh. Paralyzed level 6? That's pretty crazy. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, I'll take that.
Emil is falling.
Alright, buddy.
Emil is...
Yeah, he's not coming. Wow, it's basically paralyzing every single time it hits. Ooh, that's a good spin. How do I do that? Okay, so it's light, heavy, heavy. Yes, that's the move. If I'm facing the right direction, that's the move. Because you can't really change directions once it begins. Key cards. Was there anything in that room? Seems weird that door was locked. No, it is. That's what we needed. Oh, okay. Oh.
Emil is...
He's not falling behind, he's... This is a very powerful weapon. I don't think that boss was supposed to go down that quickly. Weapons guard break up 10%, not bad. Have you seen this paralyzed level 6 spear I've got? That'll do me just fine. I've got a simple machine as well. Oh, that's the next. Okay, well, I hope there wasn't anything else we needed in there. Solution for long-term storage number 6 and a progress report on number 7, disguising the laboratory's above-ground facility as a mansion. So, see, a bit of a facade. Interesting how that name was chosen as the desert town in a game like this, where nothing is as it seems. The the mansion above ground, it's not a mansion at all. It's part of the laboratory. We've got some photos down below as well. We can assume that it's sort of speaking respectively, so number 6 on the left and number 7 on the right. Number 7 looks a little familiar there.
Project number 6. So this was some sort of weapons laboratory?
What the hell was going on down here?
What was I doing here?
I have doubts as to whether or not Emil will be able to continue.
I'm fine. Let's just go.
He's pushing himself. So we can't get in that door. We can't get in this one. Is falling behind, maybe? See if photos in that room. Very cool. Oh, this is very Akira. I never realized how. Never realized the link there. I'm gonna make a note of that. I will add that to my list of symmetries. Stuck in the middle there. Oh, it's such a good move. Tornado. I imagine once I've got a better angle to play from, I'll be able to make that hit more consistently. Right now it's kind of tough. Just from the isometric viewpoint. That's not a bad thrust either. So, weapons magic level 5, yeah. It's not as good as the word we just got. Drain HP, that's not bad. I wonder if we can get that with the magic modifier. That could be very sneaky, sis. Where's reporter number 6? Oh, so I guess number 6 is Emil, my bad. The donor body Halua has been chosen from among the 7 candidate subjects to proceed to the next stage. In the interest of protecting state secrets, all but one of the remaining subjects will be disposed of. The donor body Emil, however, will be kept in storage as a fail-safe measure.
Oh. Sure you're okay, Emil?
Scary stuff.
I'm a weapon? What does that even mean? What am I?
It appears he's trying to remember something.
You're gonna be fine.
Am I? Am I really?
Your past makes no difference. We'll support you no matter what.
At any rate, you would hardly be the first member of our merry band to have issues.
True that. Let's take a look. Can I add that HP drain? Oh, level 6 HP drain. This might just be an invincible combo. I may have broken the game a little bit. I don't know how crazy this is going to be. Let's definitely get a save in. Let's see what we've got here. Cool. Oh, this is so reminiscent of NieR Automata, isn't it? The enormous cylindrical underground laboratory factory hybrid with the catwalk, like the metal catwalk bridge. Kind of Final Fantasy VII ish as well. Make note of both of those things. Such a cool image.
I remember now. I remember everything. We used to be humans. Normal humans. Just a bunch of regular human kids like you'd see anywhere. And then, we came here. They wanted to turn us into weapons. So they used magic to perform terrible experiments on us. Eventually they succeeded. They managed to create a perfect weapon. The name of that weapon was Number 6. But soon they lost control of Number 6, and the experiment was deemed a failure. They had to create a weapon that could petrify Number 6 and seal it away.
I was right.
So they created me.
Here's Number 7.
I'm Number 7. I'm a weapon.
Weapon or no weapon, you're still a meal to us.
Thank you.
What an eerie room. Those hanging lights. What could possibly go wrong?
This is Number 6. She's my sister.
This thing is alive?
My sister is the greatest weapon ever made, and...
Yes, go on.
And with her power, I could eradicate my petrification curse.
So what's the plan here?
First, you have to promise me something. If my sister somehow manages to swallow me up, if my original self becomes lost, I'm afraid I may try to hurt all of you. And if that happens...
No, wait!
Then I want you to kill me.
You have to get him out of there, now!
I'm on it. We're not gonna lose anyone else.
Attacks aren't doing any damage.
Hurry! There's still time to save him!
I know there is!
I have to hit the head.
Magic is the only way to damage this one.
Oh, I have to use magic. So, let me check my magic then. I think I want Dark Gluttony on the left, and I'll keep Dark Blast.
Stay your weapons. Such attacks will hurt Emil as well.
How is magic any different?
He is highly resistant to it.
Then let's kill that thing with magic and get Emil out of there!
Those purple projectiles we haven't seen before.
This thing's way too quick!
Maybe I should add some words to my magic. Got Bessie Solace. Yeah, we can definitely upgrade this. Let's get poison up in here. What do we want? This is actually we can put drain HP on the magic as well and make it level 6. Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
Sheathe your weapon. A physical blow would doubtless harm the boy. We must use magic to defeat this beast.
It's not doing an immense amount of draining, but it's enough. It's nice to see it in action. It might
Emil,
not actually
we're coming
be...
for you.
Come back to us.
the best option. Dark Lightning takes a lot of surely this is the second phase, right? Very cool.
Emil. Emil. Emil.
Halua.
Emil, wake up.
Halua.
It's okay. It's over now. I'll always be watching over you, Emil.
Thank you, Halua.
Emil!
Yeah?
Are you all right?
He's got this.
I'm still alive. I feel my sister's power inside me. I think I can control my abilities now.
Yes, we're all quite pleased. Now get out here already.
Just a second. I can't see very well. No, don't! Don't look at me!
Emil, what's wrong?
Stay back!
I will not stay back. Let's see your cool new form. The form we've all become so familiar with.
Good God.
Poor guy.
Welcome back, Emil. You've been through a lot.
I forgot his body was skeletal. I only really see his spherical head in Automata.
Stand to be with you when I look like this.
What I tell you, we're here for you, no matter what. Can you see my face?
You look just like I thought you would.
It's nice.
You look really cool.
He does look really cool. So do you, buddy.
I think I'm okay now. If this is how I look now, then so be it. I was terrified at first, but it's not all bad, you know?
No, you look great. You look better. I wish I looked like that.
I have the magic I wanted, and I can use it to bring Kaine back to us.
Emil.
We should hurry. She's waiting. I sure hope seeing me doesn't petrify her. You know, in fear?
I see this transformation has not stolen your terrible sense of humor.
Indeed.